Welcome back. Turning our attention now to Jharkhand, where schools and colleges were, in fact, while being normally shut on Sundays, the administration in Jharkhand was caught off guard when it was found that there were several schools in certain Muslim majority areas in the state, in the area of Jamtara, where the schools were in fact closed on Friday, which is meant to be a religious holiday in many Muslim nations. And the display of information of midday meals have confirmed that these schools, over 100 in several villages, were in fact being closed on Friday. Now, the reportage there by Times Now found that the administration was completely unaware of such violations that were being done along religious lines. Only a day before yesterday, the district magistrate in fact took cognizance of the matter following media reports, and our reporter Mayank spoke to the Jamtara district commissioner as well as the state education secretary over the action that's been initiated. Let's listen in.
We have asked the district education officer to investigate and tell us. We have no concrete information as to if there is something new or a different thing which has started. So he's been given a week's time to investigate properly the whole district thing.
Yesterday, Minister had a meeting. My Minister had a meeting with all the local officers, and they have been instructed suitably. I am out of decision now, so I can't comment on this right now.
Now, when Times Now spoke to the Jamtara MLA, Irfan Ansari, he clearly brazened it out. The BJP, meanwhile, said that the decision was taken under pressure from the local Muslim population in the area.
देखिए, ये बेबुनियाद सवाल है। विद्यालय में जात पात धर्म नहीं होना चाहिए, और मैं तो कहूँगा तमाम चैनल से कहूँगा कि इस तरह की बातें मीडिया में ना लाए तो बेहतर है। ठीक है, अगर विद्यालय सरकारी है तो सरकारी नियम का फॉलो होगा, सरकारी गाइडलाइन का फॉलो होगा। अगर आपका विद्यालय प्राइवेट है तो आप जो करना है कीजिए।
सरकारी नियम के विरुद्ध छुट्टी करा दी गई, और ये भी स्थानीय जो मुसलमान हैं उनके दबाव में किया गया, और प्रधानाचार्य ने नियम को ताक में रखकर ये छुट्टी शुक्रवार को कर दी ताकि लोग प्रेयर कर सके। तो यानी कि ये सरकार कुछ और कहती है, लेकिन जहां मुस्लिम बहुल इलाके हैं वहां कुछ और कानून चलता है।
Now, Times Now also confronted the education minister of the state. Let's listen to what he said.
हमने मीटिंग में जानकारी के बुलाया, लेकिन हालात रिपोर्ट के लिए 1 सप्ताह टाइम दिया गया है। 1 सप्ताह के अंदर जो रिपोर्ट है वो रिपोर्ट दे दें। जो यदि रिपोर्ट से हम संतुष्ट हो जाएंगे।
Let's go across to Mayank, who's covered the story on the ground for us. Mayank, what can you tell us now about the reactions coming in from the Jharkhand government after this expose by Times Now, where many schools in the Jamtara area were in fact observing a religious holiday every Friday by declaring Friday as the official holiday and not what's normally practiced around the country?
Well, Siddharth, you are absolutely right, and the first point that I want to raise here is that the administrative officials were, completely off guard. And when we spoke to the Deputy Commissioner of Jamtara, he said that, he got to, know about, and the situation and all those developments in all these schools came to his notice only after he read the, local media reports, and that speaks volume of the lack of the awareness on the part of the district administration about what was happening in these schools. And give you some numbers, Siddharth, to put things in perspective. There are more than 1,000 schools in Jamtara district, and around 100 of those schools, and they were observing these weekly off on Friday rather than Sunday, which is a traditional, which is a tradition in our country. And remember, these and not many of these 100 schools were the schools where Urdu, is being taught. Only 15 of those 1,084 approximately number of schools which are there and functional in the Jamtara district, only 15 of them, teach Urdu, and that is the real issue here, that not all the schools which are observing off on Friday, they are not Urdu schools.
We'll continue our updates with regards to this story. That's quite an expose coming there from Jharkhand. We'll slip into a short break for the time being. We'll come back with more on the other side. Stay tuned.